gracious enough to take a few questions when he's finished. So please join me in welcome Sheriff Kelly Cole. Thank y'all. That getting out there? Good. My voice has been coming and going too. Had some kind of cough for the last 3 weeks. Doctors can't tell you what none of that is. So, but thank y'all for having me out. Happy to be here anytime y'all need us for anything. We're always there for you. Just like what he said a little bit, we've gotten a few questions about how we work with security out here, and actually we work very well. They're really good about giving us a shout whenever we need something. Of course, they're your authority here on the ranch, your bylaws, everything. I've looked through several things they wanted me to look at, and the board sets these things up. I mean, they're in control. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I think somebody had said something, a question about them having the authority to make traffic stops here on the ranch. Well, they have authority to make traffic stops here on the ranch. That's in part of the bylaws. That's in part of their regulations and guidelines that y'all have out here. Y'all all set that up years upon years ago. State recognizes them as certified security. They can carry a weapon. With their licensing, they're in good shape. You've actually got good folks that are working for you, that are trying to make sure everything's done well. And in turn with that, we try to work with them with anything that they need. We've been out here many times on many different calls. I didn't bother to try to get a count before I come out, but we come out as often as we need to. We try to keep a deputy in the area. We work usually 5 deputies per shift, sometimes a couple extras in there, depending on sick time, vacation time, things of that nature that the officers take off. So we try to have someone in this area. We've gotten calls in the past, a little bit of excessive speeding, I guess, out here on the main road. We try to send some folks down. We contact DPS. We let them know when that kind of thing's going on. So you always feel free to give us a shout and let us know, if you're having issues with something, whether it's outside of the ranch or inside the ranch. We're here to help you with whatever that is, and we want to help you with that. The county's doing pretty good. They purchased a building. I don't want to take anything away from Judge Parker. They're helping him, but we'll get a new JP building down there, and we're hoping to have a small office in that so that we can maintain a presence down here a little bit better, a little more regular. That way the deputy's not having to go all the way back to Quitman every time to turn in paperwork or to take care of some reports or something of that nature. They'll be down here and able to respond a whole lot quicker. But I always find it's better to just somebody ask a question, and we can move forward from there, so that way we know exactly what's on your mind. So anybody got anything they'd like to ask about? Yes, sir. It's going to be a citation for the violation of your rules. It's, once again, you have private roads. You have a gated facility here, which is great. And there's numerous places like this all over the state of Texas. And the state has certain legislation they've put down that shows each of these communities can govern themselves with their rules and their regulations. So that's what you're looking at with that, because you're not coming up to us on any of that. That's not something that should be going against your driving record or anything of that nature. But they've implemented what they have and what you've agreed to say, yes, I will abide by this, because it has specific things. Now, you have these in your bylaws and your policies showing what your speeds are, things that you're supposed to be abiding by and that you've agreed to abide by. And if you have a conflict with that, that's when you come to these folks. You have a grievance, a gripe, don't like the way something's going on. Hey, send them notice of that. Here you are with an open meeting, and you're able to air that out and make decisions as to how you want to proceed forward, because you're the one paying the dues, paying the fees. You're the one that's chose to live in this type of community, and there's nothing wrong with that. Does that help you any at all? Yes, sir.